Most people are not broke, they're just stuck living in other people's money story. I want to walk you through the energetics of money and something I've been noticing in my own life as well as the life of my clients. First of all, my name is Amedo and I'm a manifestation and mindset coach. In 2019, I came across the understanding of my ability to create my reality intentionally. And since then, I've manifested dating and marrying my husband. I've also manifested abundance, such as living in this luxury apartment for free for the past 4 years now. So today I'm going to talk about the 5 dominant patterns that I've noticed when it comes to the energetics of money. This is probably going to be a series. So let's say this is part 1. So if you want part 2 and you have questions about the energetics of money, let me know. I grew up in a quote-unquote poor country. I grew up in Togo in West Africa. And my relationship with abundance and money was very much skewed, not just because of my family, but even the bigger context of living in a country that is called poor. And I've always loved the energetics of things. I've always studied them, but I didn't really understand what they were until 2019 when I started diving into manifestation. And I started looking at the energetics around money then. And I remember thinking, okay, money is not just a thing that you hustle for so hard so that it can appear in your bank account or you can hold the cash physically in your hands. It's something that is so much more than that. For me, the energetics are the foundation of a lot of things in our lives. If you don't want to be stuck in hustling and forcing all the time, I've done that, and it brings me so much more burnout than anything. So I love looking at the energetics of things so that when I do something, it feels more aligned and it has more effortlessness to it. Now, there's still effort that we apply, but it just feels different. So if you're someone who loves things like this and you really want to have a lifestyle where manifestation comes more easily, this video is going to be for you. So let's talk about the 5 ways I've really started understanding the energetics of money. The 5th one is the one that I've been working with. It's the one that has been unlocking way more abundance in my life. 4 of these 5 dominant patterns when it comes to money energetics, we've often inherited it from our family or from the society that we live in. One of them is going to probably dominant for you. Let me know in the comments which one is dominant for you. The first one is when money comes in very easily for you, but when it comes to spending money, it's completely chaotic. And all the money that comes in often comes out for you really fast and you have no idea what happens. This creates panic still, where you feel like you're not as much in control of this tool as much as you want to be in control of it. So the first dominant money energy is the chaotic receiver and spender. You can easily be a high earner here, and you don't have to, but money comes in easily for you. But when it comes out, your energy is so chaotic that it comes out really fast and you wonder where the money you just got went. Oftentimes what's happening here is that you're living from a survival-based energy. You don't have as much powerful intention around the energy of money. And what's happening is that your capacity to hold money is not developed yet. Therefore, you have a hard time entering into expansion or overflow. The second dominant money energy that I want to talk about here is the hoarder with fear. So this is someone who saving money is like the holy grail. You were told in order to be good with money, you have to be so good at saving. And what's driving this more often than not is the fear of losing money. It's not really the power of bringing in as much money. And these people also receive very easily. The first one we talked about receives money easily. This one can also easily receive money, but they're often very tight budget and they don't let themselves spend for things that they enjoy as much. There is a fear in the control that they're having around money. And often these kind of people are playing so small that they have a hard time tapping into that overflow and that abundance. So the third dominant energy around money is what I call the struggler who loves spending money. And this was energy that I moved in the most in the past. So I know this very intimately. And the struggler really who loves spending You don't make money as consistently, but when it comes in, you love spending it. And the love of spending it is often rooted in wanting to soothe yourself, or you're trying to make yourself belong, or you're simply trying to make yourself feel good enough. You are also probably telling yourself, oh, it's going to work out, but you're not doing it from a place of power. You're doing it from a place of hoping for the best. It's not really true overflow. It's more like an escapism dressed in abundance. This one too, your capacity to hold and to invite expansion is not really developed. Then the fourth one is the cautious but constricted one. This one is slightly similar to the hoarder, but there are certain things that are different. This one, you have the discipline. You love planning, you love being careful, but you are very much risk averse. You play small a lot of time, which could be the reason why the flow of abundance doesn't come in as much. This is a kind of energy that wants guarantees over and over again before they take risks. And even when they sort of find the guarantee, they might not even make the move because there is a fear of failing that is playing more in this energy than anything. You might even think that this person is being responsible or wise, but really they're hiding behind a massive energy of fear of failure. Then we have my favorite, the one that I've been tapping into and embodying, that has been unlocking so much around abundance and money for me. And it's the one I call the intentional receiver and releaser. This is where you trust and continue to cultivate your ability to receive money, but also to release it from a place of power. This is the one where you know more is coming because you know you're someone whose money responds to. And you have a lot of clarity and intentionality around your spending. Those are the 5 dominant money energy I've often noticed in my clients, in myself, and honestly in a lot of people who have never been taught how to relate to money from a place of power. Again, the most frustrating thing is a lot of these patterns are inherited from our families or the environment and culture that we grew up in. But here is the thing, recognizing these patterns is barely the beginning. It doesn't really give you a shift where you position yourself to start receiving as abundantly as you desire. The real shift is going to happen when you learn how to recode your relationship with money, energetically, emotionally, and somatically. That's the work I guide you through my Money Magnetism Masterclass. And it's where I teach the 7 money codes that helped me rewire how I receive, hold, and circulate money. And if what I shared today really resonated with you and you are ready to dive deep and start manifesting abundance in your life, the link is in my bio to join the class. Let me know if you're interested in me doing a part 2 where I'm going to share more about why we get stuck in these patterns even after knowing and hearing about them. Also, let me know in the comments below which of these dominant energy around money that feels familiar to you. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you want to receive more tips around mindset and manifestation. Thank you for joining me today.